What's up guys, Brian Pinamonti with Pinamonti Physical Therapy and Wellness Center. Today we're going to continue our functional movement series, but with an emphasis on stability. Our last video focused on thoracic mobility, and I'm going to post a link to it right here for you guys to check out. Today we're going to focus on thoracic stability. So I'm going to show you 3 great exercises to stabilize your scapula. You will not need any equipment to do this, but they're just great exercises. Once you restore that mobility in your thoracic spine, we're going to get to the stability and strengthen that so that you don't have any thoracic pain. All right guys, so our previous video on functional movement was dealt with the thoracic region and thoracic mobility. So we realized we have to have mobility before we can start the stability. So if you're restricted in that thoracic region, our previous video is for you to improve that thoracic extension and improve that mobility. Now we're going to show you 3 exercises that are going to help stabilize that thoracic region, because if you have the mobility, now you've got to get that strength so that you can avoid that upper back, neck, and lower back pain. So anytime you have mobility issues, it's really important to improve the mobility of those joints before you start to really strengthen or stabilize. All right, the first exercise is your traditional plank. You can do it on the floor. I'm doing it on this plinth here to demonstrate so you can see it. Once you're back straight, this is a great one for your core, but it also stabilizes your thoracic region and your scapula. So for those of you that might suffer from some scapular winging, which might be something that you've heard of, this will really help stabilize if you really engage the shoulder blades, which is your scapula. Keep your core tight, plank on your elbows. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds. You're going to repeat it 10 times. Feel free, if you feel good at 10 seconds, to hold it longer, but start out with 10-second holds and then just go down, kind of relax, and then pop right back up. We don't want your butt up. We don't want to sag. We want that plank perfectly straight. So we know from our previous video that lack of thoracic mobility can cause limited shoulder range of motion, limited neck range of motion, neck pain, shoulder pain, and even increased lumbar movement, which will cause some low back pain too. So after we reestablish that mobility in our thoracic spine, we want to do some more stability of that thoracic region. Okay, the second exercise we're going to do is scapular retraction or rowing motion. You can do this in the gym with the cables or a rowing machine, but we're going to use either TheraBand today, and I'll drop a link in the description for that as well. Or if you don't have any bands or any machines, you can just simply get in good sitting posture where you're engaging your lumbar core here. Bring your hands in front of you and just squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're pinching an orange or a tennis ball between your shoulder blades. Throw that chest forward, neck nice and neutral, so you're not head forward, head. It's neutral, and you're just squeezing. If we're going to use a band, you're just going to fix the band onto something that you can resist it with and just row. It's the same movement pattern if you use cables at the gym or any type of rowing piece of equipment that you might find at your local gym. And we're going to start out with just 3 sets of 10. That's a nice basis for strengthening. But right here, posture is critical. You want to make sure that you're not using that lower back, but you're sitting up nice and tall, keeping that core engaged, and everything is coming from that shoulder blade region. All right, so the third exercise, you're going to get centered on this ball with your midsection. This is going to help stabilize your core a little bit. If you're having trouble balancing on the ball, just widen your stance this way. You obviously can do this on your bed or on the floor if you'd prefer this way, but using a ball is going to give me a little bit more shoulder range of motion. So from here, we're going to turn our thumbs up and we're just going to raise our arms up. Hold it for a couple seconds, come down. We're going to extend. You should feel that tension in between your shoulder blades. This is not only going to work your thoracic spine, but it's going to also strengthen your rotator cuffs a little bit as well, because you're going in this diagonal pattern. Coming down, 3 sets of 10. Great sets and reps to start. Bringing it up. Hold for a couple seconds. Pinch those shoulders together. Come back down. You're going to feel that extension. You're going to feel that muscle burn a little bit. So that wraps up our 3 exercises to stabilize the thoracic region. There are many exercises that you can do in variations to stabilize your thoracic region. Those are just 3 real easy ones that you don't really need any pieces of equipment to perform. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. And remember, this functional movement series, you have to have mobility of joints before you really start to stabilize. So if you don't have good joint mobility, that's where you need to start. Improve mobility first, then work into strengthening to stabilize. Those 3 exercises can be done anywhere in just as few as 3 to 4 minutes a day. So if you're struggling with that flexed thoracic posture, really work on that mobility first, then work into exercises that are going to help stabilize that so you can avoid that upper back, neck, shoulder pain, and even lower back pain. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Please give us a thumbs up to like it. And if you know a friend that could use this, please share this with any of your friends or family members so they can benefit from this information as well.